Problem number 4, we're given this graph of f. We're told that the figure above shows f, and that f is equal to the integral from 2 to x of g of t dt. Which of the following graphs below could be the graph of g of x? Alright, well, we know that f prime of x is equal to g of x. So if we want the graph of g of x, we need to be looking for the graph of f prime of x. This is the graph of f. We need the derivative. Well, the derivative is the slope of the tangent. The derivative will actually be whatever this slope is. Well, let's just say that the slope is 1/2. Alright, m is equal to 1/2. So we need a graph which is always 1/2. Alright, so now we look at our choices. And right away, with option A, we see a graph, and it's a line which is always some positive units up. Well, we know that slope of f is always positive. That's our answer. Scrolling down to number 5. Right. Let you know right now that a question like this is not on my quiz, but something to be prepared for. This is the integral from 0 to x of sine t dt. Now right away we seem like we want to circle option A. We replace t with x. We can only do that if we see the derivative out front. And we don't have the derivative out front. It's not there. So this is actually performing the fundamental theorem of calculus. Right? So what does that mean? Well, we take the antiderivative, and the antiderivative of sine is negative cosine of t, and that's being evaluated from 0 to x. So we plug x in first. We have negative cosine x minus, so we see a double negative here, which means we're adding. Cosine 0 is 1, so we have the opposite of cosine x plus 1, which could be rearranged as 1 minus the cosine of x. However, our answer will be E. Again, a problem like this will not be on this quiz, but just something to be aware of. Make sure when you see this, before you go right ahead and sub in the x, that it's actually asking for the derivative before you do so. If it's not asking for the derivative, then we need to perform the fundamental theorem of calculus.